Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 3 of the Chao World Extended series. Today I plan to start the process towards completing some harder goals. These goals are the main point of the series, so I hope I've been properly showing off how important they are. I'm showing them now on screen, so feel free to pause and read if needed. Last episode we completed 4 out of the 17 total. We did all the vanilla races, all of Chao Karate, got a white two-tone Chao, and got a texture Chao. Honestly, we did all the easy ones last episode. I'm trying to get them done as efficiently as possible, but from here on out we'll be lucky to even get one done an episode. There's going to be a lot more waiting on my part, meaning episodes may come out slower as I'm waiting for evolutions and reincarnations among other things. The goals we'll be working towards next are experiencing monster evolution, getting an invisible Chao, getting a transparent Chao, and getting the mint Chao. Those last 3 I mentioned are pretty much emblem locked, as I'll need shiny Chao to create them, and last episode I had 13 emblems. We need the shiny pink Chao for a mint Chao, a shiny gray Chao for an invisible Chao, and a shiny purple or blue Chao for the transparent Chao I want. I'm working on getting the emblems for that, but it's very time consuming and honestly boring. I also hop back into the black market every now and then. Sadly, no run hyper fruit yet. That's actually my biggest want from the black market, as our texture Chao has an S rank in run right out of the egg. Like I mentioned earlier, if he eats the hyper fruit for run, it'll turn into an X grade. Speaking of the black market, I'd like to explain some things. There are a few special items like mints and red mushrooms, which you can buy only 1 per black market stock. This means if you buy 1 red mushroom, you'll have to wait 6 minutes to get another one. That's also only if the red mushroom is stocked, as it seems like half the time the red mushroom is not in stock. Hard fruit and other things do not work this way, as you can buy as many of those as you want at a time. Now, if I wasn't clear before, the red mushroom is the key to getting a lot of things faster, so it's best I explain why and how it works. The red mushroom, to put it simply, changes the Chao's appearance physically as if it were aging, but it doesn't actually age. This means you could have a 1-year-old Chao that's done with its second evolution. If a 1-year-old Chao, say, eats 3 red mushrooms, it's still 1 year old despite its appearance. Peanut here is a good example. Peanut ate 2.5 red mushrooms and looks to be at the end of his second evolution. Normally Chao finish their second evolution at age 4 or 5, but Peanut he's actually less than 1.5 years old. It's a permanent effect until reincarnation. This is insanely useful as it allows for us to breed very early and get cooler looking Chao earlier. If you're playing without cheats, I highly recommend you buy one of these every single time you see one, even if you plan to save it for later. I've stocked only 1-up grinding on the side, which I plan to help us get the texture Chao to evolve quicker. Before we raise it to all 99 stats, we do want that hyper run fruit like I mentioned before. Now, I'm excited for this. I think we'll start with something really fun. I've been teasing the modded races for a bit, and since we finished all the vanilla races, the mod will be activated. Before anything, I'd like to explain these a little more. The first modded race you can access is harder than the hardest vanilla race, and they only get harder. Most have gimmicks, they're all very challenging and fun. They all also give unique rewards, some being items, some being medals with effects, and some being a ton of rings. I think we'll start the episode with the first race in the modded races, to see where we're at with a level 99 Chao that's pretty much average. I don't want to get too much into these until we get a better Chao, as we will plateau soon with Peanut, but I know you all want to see them, so enjoy. Oh, and also, before we start, the garden we're showing off today is the Casino Night Garden, made by Karma Chaos. Wow, that wasn't even close. That literally wasn't even close. I thought that was going to be much closer. I'll stay quiet for this. That's right. From the first challenge race, we get a Moon Chao as a victory prize. That's actually pretty exciting, I'm not going to lie. Because the Moon Chao, if people don't know, was a Chao that was actually abandoned. Well, I don't want to say abandoned by Sega. I think it's a creepypasta. But it was kind of like... It was a type of Jewel Chao that was offered only on the Dreamcast for a limited amount of time. And it was unobtainable pretty much on any version outside of that. But recently, obviously, modders have added in a legit way to get it, which is absolutely fantastic. So you'll see there, he has a very cool texture. It kind of looks like a golf ball, like a shiny golf ball. I think we'll keep him around for a while. See if he has any good stats. He does not. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed that, which I very much so did, I think we're going to do a couple more of these. I don't actually think it's going to go very well from this point forward for old Peanut over here, but we're going to give it a try. You'll see upon completing that first race, we now have access to the second race called Catch Me. I think that's a reference to Knights, the Knights game on the Dreamcast as well, but yeah, not 100% sure. So I'll let this one play its course because I don't think this one's going to go as well as the last one, and you'll see why. Oh my god, that was actually down to the wire. I'm surprised we came out of that on top. I had to use stamina, as you could tell. He also tripped. And if he didn't trip, I don't think I would have won that. Regardless, we're going to keep going. I don't know what's next. It's been a while since I've done these challenge races, as fun as they are. Oh, me first. Oh yeah, this one's going to be tough. Okay, alright. Not bad, Peanut. Another win. I'm going to see how far I can go, but this reward's kind of exciting. Give me a moment. We got 400 rings. That's less exciting than I thought. I thought we were going to get something else, but that's fine. That might be next race. Who knows? Let's see what we got. Smash B and Boost. Oh, I remember this one. I'm gonna do live commentary here. I don't normally do this. Normally I mute myself. I let either the race music play or I add my own music in the back if I feel like I needed to speed the race up, right? And I only speed the race up when it's a complete wash, right? I typically try to let it play at normal speed if it's a close race. And I also try to let myself, you know, not use too much stamina. Because it kind of kills a little because the enemies can't use stamina. But in situations like this, we kind of have to. So if you can't tell here, the goal is that we are supposed to mash B to to regenerate our stamina while using as much stamina as we possibly can, because we're on a time limit here. So, if I sound a little strained, it's because I'm mashing the B button basically all the time and my arm's getting tired as fast as I possibly can. When I mentioned earlier that the races were gimmicky, this is kind of what I meant. To be honest with you guys, I think this is extremely cool. Coding something like this in must have been a complete nightmare. So big props to the mod creators there. We're actually getting very close here. I don't know if we're going to make this. But it is a little tough. It looks like we're going to be in the clear. Come on, Peanut, get there. Fantastic. All right. And that is 1/3 of all the challenge races done. It's kind of exciting. I'm telling you guys, Peanut's going to plateau really soon. But until then, we'll keep going. And look at that. We just got a new toy in the garden. It looks like the organ. I believe that's a dark garden toy, actually. So maybe we'll go check that out once we check out the other gardens. I'm saving those for a special surprise. Next up, we got, oh no, Attack of the Unfair Chao. Why don't we check this out? That was a complete wash. Wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. I don't even know why Peanut bothers at this point. It seems like he's much better than I thought. His run stat is fantastic. But everything else is not that good. So, color me surprised. Although these past few races have been mainly using run. Oh well, let's keep going. Cold water. Oh, I know this one. I'm cutting in for this. This was a massacre. It wasn't even close. So to explain this race, it seems like whenever we take a dive in the water, our stamina goes down tremendously fast. Now, that would be fine, but Peanut has an E rank in stamina. So, he doesn't have enough stamina to deal with that. I think this is the map where we plateau. I'm not even going to try that again because it was so far off. We lost to a Chao who tripped early on. There's just no chance. We're going to have to start raising up our other Chao. Also, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to explain how I messed up using the cosmetic wings last time. So what they do is they copy a Chao's texture to their wings. What I mistakenly did in episode 1 was I gave them to Peanut. And nothing happened. Now, why was that? Probably because Peanut doesn't have a texture on him. They only work on Chao that have textures attached to them. So I think a good test subject would be our texture Chao over... Oh, this guy's hard to find, huh? Over here. Perfect. So, you'll see now, once we give him the cosmetic wings, his wings will change to match his texture. I think that looks absolutely fantastic. And while we're here, we're going to give him another red mushroom. I'm going to evolve him into a neutral power Chao because he does have an A rank in power. And I'd like for that to become an S rank. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. I gave him too many. Oh, no. I need him to evolve into a power Chao. So in situations like this, I guess I could show it off perfectly. When your Chao is evolving too quickly, well, he's asleep now, luckily. But when he evolves at a time you don't want him to, because you'd like to either give him some drives to change his alignment, or any other reason, you just don't want him to reincarnate, what you can do is you could just pick him up right before they sit down. That really is the best way to do it. It's pretty foolproof. So, now we're just going to give Swirl some of these power drives until she looks like a power Chao. Or he, I don't know. Alright, I gave him just a couple, and now that I could check his data, we could see that he is pretty far into the power territory. Honestly, I'd probably going to give him a little bit more, pet him with Shadow, and then we'll just watch him evolve. No, not now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we now have Swirl, the neutral power Chao. I think he looks pretty cool. We're gonna let him rest for now, but I think our plan with him is to, sadly, wait until we get a run hyper fruit. We're gonna give it to him, get him X rank in run, and then I'll level him up to 99 in everything. I might just level him up to 99 in everything outside of run, and we'll see how that goes. So let's check the shop now. The shop just restocked. This could be my lucky day. It's never my lucky day. Just want to show a little clip of me literally sitting here waiting for the black market to restock, praying that I can get a run fruit. No. Or a red mushroom. Nothing. Oh, that's not what we need. Also, while I'm in this shop nightmare, I think I'd just like to show you guys that I am making the white two-tone Chao into a swim Chao. A dark swim Chao, specifically. I'm just sitting here. I'm literally just sitting here waiting to get kicked out, just so I could check the shop again to see if it has what I need. And it never does. Although I am actually going to get an orange egg, because I would like an orange two-tone Chao. Now, it's not on the goes list, but there are a few Chao that I want to go out of my way to get for fun, like the shiny neutral Chao and an orange two-tone Chao, because, I mean, just sharing a little bit of information, Halloween is my favorite holiday. So, I have a Chao that I can make that I kind of dub the Halloween Chao. It's an orange two-tone Chao that's dark fly. You know, there's a lot of things that I think are fun to do in this game on the side, so we'll be raising him in the background, and once we get our orange two-tone Chao, I'll expand a little bit more about what I plan to do with him. Oh my god! Oh my god! That's a live reaction. Oh my god, no way. No way, it's finally here. Oh my god. I don't know if you could tell by my reaction, and a red mushroom, but that took a really long time. Wow. Wow, that is awesome. Let's go feed that to the man right away. Alright, now I'd like to show something off here. So you'll see that our boy has an S grade in run. Once he eats this hyper run fruit, I'll let him do his thing. There he goes. You'll see that it's now a question mark. So, if I take him to the doctor, we'll see that now it's an X grade, which is a little bit more powerful than S, so he'll get an even higher rank in run than Peanut, most likely. And with a B in swim and a C in fly, he should do much better. Now, the E in stamina kind of scares me, but I guess we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it. I hope this dude's hungry. I figure I'd also just show this. Whenever I need some rings, what I'll do is I'll run some jewel races, and I'll do the onyx race. I'll crack the egg, get rid of the Chao, and I'll sell the eggshell for a profit. Also, while we're in the shop, just going to go ahead and say I'm going to buy a Chao seed egg, because that is pretty awesome. And here's my dog planting the seed. What a homie. Oh my lord, no way. There's another one. We're taking it. We're gonna take it. We're gonna put it in our garden. We're gonna use it later. That's crazy. That's gonna come in handy when our Chao reincarnates and we need to give him another one. I figure I'd just show you guys. I put things that I don't want Chao to accidentally eat on this pillar right here, because typically they don't eat things on this pillar. So there's a red mushroom there for later, and we're putting the hyper run fruit there, and we'll use it whenever we need it, which I'm sure will be at some point in the future. I just heard a cocoon. I just heard a cocoon somewhere. There it is. Who is it? Well, 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 it's the Pearl Chao. How exciting. Wow, I think he looks quite nice. You all knew I would do it, didn't you? Of course. So Swirl is now 99 in everything. You can see that X grade in run paying off with 3009 in the run stat. So if we compare his stats directly to Peanut, you'll see he's much better in almost every category except stamina. So yeah, I think we're going to take some more races on with this guy hopefully soon. Unfortunately, though, I think this is going to be the end of this episode. So I wanted to thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.